Hi guys, some people were asking for instructions for creating white hat backlinks to your website, the one that you're assigned, so you can start getting traffic to it and start getting paid. Okay, so I put together just a little format here. You can use any format you want. You'll see what I'm doing with this one pretty quick. So I'm going to start by figuring out what my website is. Now we could assign you more than one. So let's say this is it, okay? And we're just going to start with the front page, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and get some backlinks into the front page, right? Well, there you go. Now I have it marked down so I know what I'm working with, okay? I'm going to save that. Now, just a quick reminder for the future. There is a sitemap at the bottom. And if you go to it, okay, we have subdomains for all kinds of cities: Little Rock, Phoenix, Birmingham, Los Angeles, Denver, Hartford, Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, Indianapolis, etc. When you get backlinks to the main pages of each of these. What would the main page be? Well, for example, let's do this. Let's go ahead and open this in a new tab. Okay. Now we're staring at the whole URL, but it's still got a listing of pages. I just want the main page, so I will get rid of sitemap.html. Okay. That's the shortened version, right? And that's also the main page. Take a look. Broken key extraction services serving Denver, Colorado. That means this page is going to talk about Denver. All of these pages will talk about Denver. This whole website here will act like Denver. It'll be the same phone number, but you're going to get calls through that phone number from Denver now, as well as Little Rock, Arkansas. It's talking about Denver here. This is the map for Denver. Okay. So there you go. So you can just keep adding these links, right? Not the sitemap.html, but like New Orleans. Let's go there, okay? You can kill this and go there. And guess what? It's all about New Orleans, Louisiana. And all the pages are about New Orleans, Louisiana, okay? So you can put these pages into the directories and so on across the nation, okay? So anyway, how do you get the backlinks for this again? Let's just start with your main page, Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm going to go ahead and do it right now. Close other tabs. Okay. I'm going to do a search for a really cool keyword, one I would love to win: Little Rock Locksmith, right? That's for Little Rock, Arkansas. Okay. It's showing results in that area, but this is the Google map. And if there are ads, I'm going to ignore all of that right now. But what I want to know is the organics. Okay. Companies, regular companies. I don't mean Yelp. You can go to Yelp and put all your listings in Yelp. That's a really wise idea, because anyone who happens to click on the Yelp listing, right, they're not coming back here. So if you want a chance of getting clicked on by those guys, you got to be there too, or else you're just losing all the traffic that leaves this page and goes to Yelp. But for all these guys, okay, this guy really earned his spot. He's #1 on the front page. Well, he did it by getting popular, right? He's got backlinks out there. We would love to get his backlinks. Wouldn't it be good to look up all the backlinks he got so that we can run to those same places and create accounts there and put our own business information up on as many of those places as we can, especially all the free ones, right? Anything that'll allow us to put our listing up, we want to go ahead and do it. What about this next guy down? He must have some backlinks that are different than this guy. I'll bet if I go through and check his backlinks out to find the different ones, that I can go to those websites and also create accounts there so I can get even more backlinks. And then when I run out, if I need more, I'm just going to come down to the next most competitive guy, okay? So pretty soon I'm going to be done with the backlinks for Little Rock, and I want to do a different city from my sitemap, maybe New Orleans. So now I'm going to go to New Orleans, right? And I'm going to find the top guys, okay, and figure out how they got their backlinks, right? Because I want to get my backlinks wherever these guys got their backlinks. Okay, that brings up the interesting question. How do you look up their backlinks, right? Like, where are you going to find this guy's backlinks? I'll show you. We're going to go to a website called Backlink Watch. By the way, there are many sources of looking at backlinks. This just happens to be a free one that checks listings, and it's quite accurate, and it's free, right? So I'm just going to grab the URL, you know, and just kind of like paste over that here. And often when you click in this box, an ad will appear suddenly and it'll just be like, hey man, and you close it. But it's okay. I'm going to check the backlinks, right? And guess what? It's giving me the backlinks. Sometimes it takes a while to fill this in, especially the first time it does the check on your computer. Then it saves it in cache. So it might take like 3 or 4 minutes for this page to load up all the listings. But guess what? Now I can see all the great backlinks that this guy got. There might be a couple of bad backlinks in here, maybe some I don't even want to bother with. Like, look at this, usa.ugo.cn. That's a China link, right? Probably not going to be worth it, right? I mean, we could go take a look at the page and just see if it's worth anything, but chances are good it's not. It's a China URL. I'm going to leave it alone. But anyway, how can you very, very quickly do this? Well, you could just start visiting these things. Right click and open in a new tab, right? There's the website. And some of these, they're like partner websites. And so you cannot get links in them. And some of these, hey, they expired already, but the caching doesn't know it. Like if Backlink Watch is looking through Google, Bing, and Yahoo, it may be pulling up results that have died by now, right? Most companies lose some backlinks over time and add new ones over time. Okay, they just get around to it. Once a week they check. How many backlinks do they lose? How many more do they want? Okay, so just go to the next one. Okay. Now, sometimes you may or may not see the exact listing you were looking for. You might see it and you might not. Okay, so what could you do to also get in here? Well, you could figure out how to join, right? And you could figure out how to add your own company. Usually if you join, you can add your own company, right? Sometimes it'll say it down here in the fine print. Sometimes you just join first because it's obvious what you want. And you could just take this all off. Go right to the root, locksmith.net, okay? And just see what else it says there, right? And there you have it. So very, very often you can go ahead and add a backlink, okay? So anyway, if you sign up, then you should be able to add a backlink, okay? So when you do that, then how many entries could you add? Well, apparently they'll do this nationwide. So if you can, add a different page for every city, from your sitemap, right? Just choose a page for each city, one you like. Yeah, one for New Orleans, and put it in the New Orleans section of the system. When you join, what's it gonna say? Very simple stuff, right? If you've got RoboForm, it'd be very, very easy to fill this thing out, right? Just like that, now my business, right? And so we can get this stuff in and then create the listing. Now there's a free version, okay? Then there's the premium for 20 a month. We don't care about the premium unless we're going to later find out that we're getting a lot of traffic from here. Then we might come back and look at the premium because it'll be worth it dollar for dollar. It'll be interesting. But until then, we just want to get a link on this website, right? Because that's the point. Google is looking at your website like this website does. And Google says, how many do you have? Okay, the more you have, the more popular you are compared to your competitors, because everyone's got a curve like this. But when we created these websites, they're brand new, right? If I go look right now on Backlink Watch for our website, if I just go back, right, and I try to find our website, it's going to say what? Your website has no backlinks, right? I'm going to close this thing. It's an ad, right? Your website has no backlinks to report. Go on and build some backlinks. Then it can show you some offers for backlinks, right? Totally up to you what you look into. I'm not going to tell you how to do your backlinking job. I'm just going to say, beware of a lot of automated options out there. You don't want to get into link farms or anything. You want to be careful enough that you list in sensible places, all right? A lot of these sources will tell you that they'll put your ad in irrelevant places, and that doesn't really mean much. Anyway, let's see about the next guy, right? Because now I think you get the point, right? Close this thing. And we can check his backlinks, right? Uh-oh, it says enter the right format. Sure, of course. You know, www or not, but let's just try that and see if it works, okay? Yeah, most guys these days have HTTPS anymore. Sure enough, right? Now, that way you can just start going through and listing. Now, as you do get backlinks up, okay, then you're just going to save them. You know, it's like, here, what was the source? Did I get a listing in there or not? Is it pending, like somebody's review? Just so you know. And then once you have an exact URL, what is the URL, right? That you can visit to see your backlink, like one of these URLs, okay? But for your website. Now, let me go back a couple. I just want to make some points real fast, okay? There's like this. Here's some simple examples. ablocal.com, okay? If you want to put a backlink in here, it says add your business, okay? Add your business, right? You could even try searches like that. Watch this. Locksmith directory. Add my site, right? And you may find a bunch really quick that you can just get listed in. You could say like I'm USA, you know. Now just think, you got to be careful about what you do and don't search for, because it could be add my site, but once you put it in quotes, it could be add my website, okay? And then it could be add my URL, you know, list my business, all that kind of thing. And you're still going to see a bunch of results for everything under the sun. So just be aware of it. Sometimes it's simply better to go through the checker on your competitors, right? So here's an example. Add your business to here. Is the phone number in the listing? Well, let's just see. Okay. I'll just take that off. All right. Find my business. Okay. Didn't find anything. Do you want to add it? Sure. What's the business name? Oh, well, that's simple. That's this. Copy. Okay. Paste. What's the address? Well, in my case, it's my address. You can enter your address. Okay. Or if you need a local address, yeah, let me just do that. Okay. Yeah. So, whoops, I got to bring that back though, right? Boom. Yeah, there we go. So there would be my address if I was adding it, right? And email and the website. And the website, of course, is what? You know, Control C. Okay. Boom. All right. And then this is like locksmiths at moji-crew.com is the universal email for getting hits through. But you should put your own email address, right? So you can track in your own phone number, right? So that you can track your own control your own listings and stuff. Okay. Now what do I want to say? What's the category? If I just hit L a few times, one, that's lounge, landfill, landscaping, locksmith, enter. Okay. There you go. It says what sets your business apart? Well, that's also easy, right? Just go back to the website and go find something you can copy from. Maybe something up in here or something down in here. Actually, probably the best is like this, the About Us. Our professional locksmiths have attracted national respect and attention for doing the best work in the industry. No matter where you are, right? We have experts ready with the tools you need. Get you back to driving. Excellent. I'm going to copy that right here. Okay? And that's why I'm going to put for the business. Wow. Okay. Business hours, it's always open all day. Okay. Just like that. Every day. Open all day. 24/7. Account information, David Bennett. Here's my business owner's email, which is different than whatever email I might put up here. Okay. If you get emails, that way you know you got emails. So you can, you know, forward your emails here. Right. And that's awesome because you're tracking your emails. Right. Okay, so that we can track them. You don't need special offers, but you know we need to verify that we're a human, right? What's the street signs? I guess like that, right? Oh, you know, there's always a few. Okay, and then submit my business, right? Cool. So then they're just going to send me a thing for my email, and then it'll just send a thing to my phone to make sure I'm real, right? And then there you go. This is how you can, if you can get up in here and it works that easily in this case, you can enter a link for each thing. When it says, what's your website? Let me make this point. What's your website? Well, guess what? It could be any of these. Your website could be what? Let's say it was Philadelphia, right? Commercial locksmith. Then your website, take off the sitemap. This is your website right here for Philadelphia, right? So can you do this? Yeah. Now, what would I say? I'd say get one in here. If you happen to live near any of these cities, right, from the sitemap, what the heck is it? All right. If you happen to live in any of these cities from the sitemap, use that one if you want, is your basis, right? Just to get it started. Once Google starts to see links to any of these things, it's going to start to index them right away, okay? Because they suddenly became important. Suddenly became important, okay? So if you live next to any of these cities, these big, check a big city near you, then use that if you want. That way you can use like your phone number will be a local area code. Now, some of these listings are going to require things like the phone number use the area code of the city, okay? So if you have to, you can skip those if you need to, or you can try them anyway and see if they'll go through. Often these companies will put details through anyway. But you should try your 1-800 number from the website. You definitely want to get the website right. And if they're going to list the phone number in the email, you definitely want to get those right. The email should go to you, so you can send it here, but track it. The phone number should be your business phone number right off the website, right? But that's a 1-800 number, okay? So if they have any kind of trouble with that, that'll just be a pain. But if you live near any of those cities and you want to just, well, I wouldn't do that. Well, put your phone number in, then maybe after you log in, maybe you can change it to a 1-800 number. But here's what I do want to say. If you need to get local phone numbers, right, and you're just going to start with whatever budget you got, go somewhere like, do a search for like cheap, forwarding local phone numbers, right? There are many services that offer really, really cheap local phone numbers, and you can forward all of them to this number, okay? That way you can satisfy the criteria of local phone numbers in listings like this, so you can continue with them if they require a local phone number, okay? Or just skip it. It's up to you. Either get it or skip it and move on to the next listing. Another one is like this, just to show you. Fave. I think it's fave.com. No, of course it's not. Is it fave.org? No. I saw something like this recently when I did a search, and I just thought, okay, what's fave? Let me try again. I just want to see if I see it, because I want to give you just another example of putting it in. All these sources are, whoops, backlink watch, right? Okay. All these sources, yeah. Oops. Okay. They want slightly different information, right? Everybody wants something, and very often, getfave.com is actually what I was looking for. Okay, getfave. So here we go. If I come, I might see a listing for these guys or whatever it is, like Ferris's Locksmith Services in Little Rock, Arkansas, all around Locksmith in Little Rock, Arkansas. I wonder how many of these really belong to the same guy. You never know. But if you said, okay, I'm looking at that guy's listing page, right? If this was my listing, I would copy this, right? And I would stick it as the exact URL, paste, right? That way you can start tracking all of your listings and seeing which ones are there, and check them later and make sure they're still there, on the front page or whatever, if you should refresh it or add a new one. Take a look. And also, if we ask, hey, are you doing any work? You can show us those URLs. You should really track them. If you go to the front page, you can find a way in, right? what can, I don't know. Log in, join, chances are good. If you create yourself an account here, you'll be able to go ahead and upload your own business, right? Use your fave account, log in with a third party to start managing your businesses. Awesome. This is a place to put multiple businesses, okay? And you can manage them on behalf of all of those websites or subdomains, right? So the whole point is this: keep getting your information into all these different places that all the big players got their information into, okay? And then that way you can just keep building up your URLs. Real quick, you'll see how many of these are repetitive URLs. Let me show you a trick. For those of you who understand enough about Excel, CSV, I'm going to create a text file, call it like main.txt. Watch this, okay? This is just a good thing to know. I mean, it's kind of advanced. It's up to you if you want to use it. I'm going to highlight like everything here, okay? Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is, but I can probably paste it in just like that, actually. Yeah. All right. And then I'm going to start to make use of commas for comma separation. Control C, Control H, Control V. Replace all those tabs with a comma. Replace all. You'll see where I'm going with this in just a minute. I want to replace all the slashes with a comma too. Replace. But of course, I want to fix all these right? Control C. Just replace them back. And then also for the HTTP, right? I got the HTTPS, but I also need the HTTP. There we go. Now, why did I do that? You'll see. I'm going to save it. And it's comma separated values now, CSV. So if I open it, I found the front page of all those websites this way. See, I separated everything that came after the front part. So see what I mean? Okay. So I can take this front part, right? I can delete everything else. Just delete it all. I don't need any of it. Delete. I got this front part. How about I do like this? I'm going to copy it. Data. Advanced filter. Whatever. Can't determine which row. Blah blah blah. Fine. I'm gonna copy it to another location. Copy to. I'll click this arrow, so I can click here and drop the arrow back down. Right. That way it knows now. And I went unique records only. Okay. Ooh, that's it. Now you're no longer confused. All of these, really, it's just these right here. And this only got counted twice because it was the header row and the system used it like a column header. So just be aware of that. So if I delete that one, shift cells up, okay, there it is, delete. Those are the only places that they went, but they kept playing in them. They got backlinks here and there and here and there and here and there all throughout the system. You can do the same thing. Everything you can successfully sign up to, you've got 36 cities to work with. Go pound away. Put a listing up for each different city in each of these places. Now, let me come back to it. If you can get just one, if you can get one hit a day, okay, times, and let's say you work your way up to 36 cities, right? And you get paid $2.80 each, right? And that's per day, right? What is that? Equals, times 36 cities times 2.8, right? That's your daily income, already $100 a day. What happens if you keep pushing? You get more listings into more places and you work this up to like an average, let's say 3. Well, you just tripled your income. You tripled your daily income, which triples your weekly income, triples your monthly income. All right, so what is your monthly income? It equals this times 4.3. How many weeks in a month, right? 13. So that's your Yeah, that's your monthly right there. How long does it really take to get the backlinks for each of these guys? What do you think? Like, let's say it takes 5 minutes max for each listing, and I don't even think it does. 5 minutes. So then we just say 5 minutes times 36 times what, like 3 sets or something? I don't know. Let's just say 10, I guess. What is that, you know? How many minutes equal 5 times 36 times 10? Okay. 1800 minutes. Then this is for hours, so this equals that divided by 60. 30 hours. Not even a full work week, right? This is like a 3/4 work week, okay? And that's if our assumptions are correct. If you do that for one 30-hour work week, you can start making $1,300 a month, okay? Residually, how much is that per year? That times 12. That's the average. Then you just added $15,600 to your annual income for one time 30 hours of work, okay? That's the potential. That's why you're doing this, all right? So there you go. You're understanding what's possible and how to make that happen, okay? There you go. It's just keep building it up. The more you do, the better. Like, what happens if this actually, you know, we push it up and get 6 visitors a day? We just double the income, right? How long did it really take to make that happen? Well, maybe we had to do 20 listings to make it happen, right? Times 5 sets or whatever. And so there you go. You know, like, so for like a week and a half, you added 30,000 a year, okay, to your income. That's the whole point. Now, reality check is you're going to have to kind of keep them up a little. Once a week, go check on them, right? Add a little here, add a little there, add a little here, add a little there, right? But really, if you're money hungry, spend time on this. If you're really money hungry, pay some other guys one time each to go do this work for you. So many guys will work for even $4, $5, $6 an hour, okay? Doing this work. Even kids are happy to do this. This is the new lawn mowing job, you know, for kids, right? It's easy to do the job. It doesn't take any great skill, okay? So anyone can do the job, all right? Just go look on more backlinks and go get a bunch of listings in them. Create some accounts, save the information on your sheet, right? That's what I was doing on my sheet, right? I can create the login user and the login pass for whatever the website is. I can make an e-notes right here. Hey, check back in 5 days to see if they accepted it or not. And copy the URL, right? Is pending, you know, yes or no. It's listed, yes or no. Okay. Then I'm going to go for the next website. If I really want to make this easy or make this clear, insert, I'm going to get the links I want from the sitemap for each different city, right? So I'm just going to start by doing something like this. Control C. I mean, it is just the dumb way of doing it just to make the point, right? Whoops. Okay. First, I need to bring this down if I'm going to do that, huh? Insert, right? Then what? There we go. I got it. Now, only thing, get rid of sitemap.html with the slash maybe. So, sitemap.html. And just replace it, right? There you go. Those are all your websites right there. Can you set this up, hand it to a kid, or find a crew? Go to Fiverr, go to Freelancer, go to Upwork, find a crew, right? And get them doing this work. Yeah. Pay them for speed and consistency and just making sure they get it done right, okay? So you can have other guys do it or you can do it or whatever. Beyond all of this, any other kind of good white hat techniques you know to get traffic to boost up your phone number, awesome. As long as you do not have to log into the website, okay? This website, we're not giving you access to this until you prove yourself, right? Then you can get access to this. That way you can go inside the pages and make changes that improve SEO, and that way you can submit sitemaps to Google directly if you want. We'll give access to the people who push, okay? Other than that, though, anything you want to do to just get traffic here, or to any of those pages so that you can get your phone ringing, you're going to make a lot of money off of that. All right. Hope that helps make it clear. And I hope you get the idea. Okay.